Hey everyone, welcome back to Call Me Off-Road. In this video, I want to talk about the decision of getting rid of my golf cart, saying goodbye to it. So today was a bittersweet day, but it had to happen. I'm getting a side-by-side at the end of the year, and I just need the room for the side-by-side. So we decided to say goodbye to the golf cart and still keep it in the family, but give it to a cousin of mine who really needs it. So it's been driven back to Georgetown on a trailer, really huge trailer, with a little work pickup truck. So the golf cart is no longer with me, but I'm going to be enjoying the heck out of my new side-by-side. And the reasons why I decided to get rid of the golf cart is simple. I'm getting a side-by-side. And with getting a side-by-side, I'm going to need the extra room in our teeny tiny 3-car garage. And the reason why I say teeny tiny is we had other stuff in the garage, and we just need room for the side-by-side. And these side-by-sides are really long. They're a lot longer than a golf cart. So the golf cart is a 4-seater, and plus, I'm planning to do a lot of off-roading, and that's where the side-by-side comes in for off-roading purposes and really going crazy with it, because it's got a lot more power than a golf cart. And another reason is that we can't keep both the golf cart and the side-by-side. That'll be crazy to keep both the golf cart and the side-by-side, because one will be driven more than the other. So we're going to still keep the golf cart in the family. I'm going to be riding on it from time to time whenever I'm over to my cousin Livia's house. We'll go for a ride one of these days and see how it rides after sitting in the garage for quite a couple of years. And it's gathered a lot of dust, a lot of dirt, a lot of spider webs. It's just been sitting in there for years. So yeah, it's been gathering a lot of dirt, maybe a lot of dust. A lot of spider webs are all over the golf cart, and it just was unmaintained for years. But it was time to get rid of it. It was never driven after a certain amount of time, because I try to drive it as much as I can, but after a certain amount of time, it just, I decided to put it away for the year and pull out when the weather starts to warm back up. And we've just been so busy lately, I haven't been able to drive it, and the battery's drained. At least with a side-by-side, I'll be able to fill it with gas and really keep the battery maintained for a good period of time. So now I'm looking forward to getting a side-by-side. I've been looking at them for years, and the two that we're going to be getting is either a Polaris or a Yamaha, or not Yamaha, but a Kawasaki. Kawasaki and Polaris are the two main ones we're thinking about getting. Even though I did see a Yamaha Wolverine at Redline, I don't think we're going to be getting that one. We're going to be getting either the Kawasaki or the Polaris. So we'll be working on getting that, and it's a 4-seater, and just need the extra room. So it was a smart thing to get rid of the golf cart, because we can't keep both the golf cart and the side-by-side in one 3-car garage when there's a lot of other stuff in there. We just don't have room anymore to keep both, and it'll be hard to drive both because the side-by-side will be driven more than the golf cart. But at least if I keep the golf cart within the family and give it to a cousin of mine, who's really going to be needing it, she and her fiance can drive it a lot more than I ever did. I mean, I was enjoying the golf cart until, I'm not going to go into detail about that, but we drove it until the weather started to cool down a little bit, and it just didn't really get driven because we were so busy, and it was too cold during the fall and the winter time to drive that thing around. And once we got to spring and summer, we were busy at the office, and we never got around to driving it. So the batteries went dead, and they drained. Yeah, they drained, so we had to get rid of it. So we decided to get rid of it. And we put a lot of work and hard work into the golf cart over the years, with a little front bar, a side bar. We put some Bluetooth speakers on there. We put all kinds of stuff on that golf cart over the years. But it's just been sitting in the garage doing nothing. But the main reason why I got rid of my golf cart was to make room for the side-by-side. The side-by-side is going to be driven a lot more than the golf cart ever did. Especially with venturing out and going to these different trails in Columbia, Johnsonville, North Carolina, and so on and so forth. Once we find more and more trails to take it to within driving distance, and taking the side-by-side and really going off-roading. And the golf cart is actually not meant for mud bogging. I tried it out in my yard. It's just didn't really work out. So that's basically what I did. One of the reasons why I had to get rid of it. It's not really meant for off-roading. The golf cart is really meant for neighborhood driving or whatever else these things are meant for. I mainly kept it in the neighborhood, so it never got driven a whole lot during the winter and the fall and the winter. And during that time, I guess the batteries just drained, and there's no power to it. So they had to get new batteries and really fix this thing up. And my cousin and my future cousin-in-law will be driving it a lot more than I ever did. And plus, there's so many people moving in my neighborhood, and it's just getting crazy. I just don't feel safe in my own neighborhood anymore because there's a lot of people moving down here, mainly from up north, and it just drives me nuts. It drives me crazy I can't even drive my own golf cart in my neighborhood. And it's just not safe anymore. Especially when they're walking their dogs. And just to let you guys know, I am scared of dogs. I'm terrified. And that's actually one of the reasons why I decided to get rid of my golf cart, because it's not really safe anymore to drive my own neighborhood. At least I'll have some sort of protection with a side-by-side with doors. And the doors we can keep shut, and I'll have a nice bit of protection around me. And yeah, the golf cart just stayed in the garage for those particular reasons. So I decided not to keep the golf cart anymore, but make way for a side-by-side. There's a lot more places I can take the side-by-side rather than putting a golf cart onto a trailer each time and take it different places. So now that my cousin and my future cousin-in-law has the golf cart, they're going to drive it a lot more than I ever did. And it's time to start a new chapter in my life with the side-by-side, whether it's a Polaris or a Kawasaki side-by-side, which has more off-road capabilities. It's going to have its own sound system. It's going to have a lot more power. And it should be better overall. I mean, I was going to keep the golf cart once we fix it up, but nope. I'm going to let my cousin and cousin-in-law, my future cousin-in-law, to take care of the golf cart and to drive it a lot more. And that way both can be driven evenly, where I can focus on driving the side-by-side and my cousin-in-law can focus on driving the golf cart. And now that when I drive my side-by-side around in the neighborhood, I'll be more protected. But I guess I have to watch out for our crazy neighbors. So, I mean, getting rid of the golf cart is like the best decision I ever made. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys in the next video. Maybe in the next month or two when we go look at some more side-by-sides. See you guys later. Peace.